Hey guys, welcome to the Massive Iron Channel. I'm Steve Shaw, editorial director at TigerFitness.com and Muscle and Brawn Nutrition CEO. So yesterday I'm at the gym, the Power Station Gym in Middleton, Ohio. This is where I train. You've probably seen Mark Lobliner train. It's where we take Ronnie Coleman and all the big boys. So I'm squatting yesterday, my first squat session after my meet. Doing a 5x5 with 365, just a little light work to get some work in. And there's a guy next to me in the leg press. Now, he's about $150 wet, 5'9", $150 wet, working hard over on the leg press, and he has a bodybuilding.com shirt on. So in between sets, I look over to him, and being that bodybuilding.com is a competitor to Tiger Fitness, I just jokingly say, we need to get you a new t-shirt. So he doesn't understand what I'm talking about because he thinks I'm referencing the bodybuilding part. So he starts talking about powerlifting versus bodybuilding, obviously making conversation about me being a powerlifter, him being a bodybuilder, and then the magic happened. He says to me, I don't want to get too big. I want to get strong, but I don't want to get too big. I don't want to get too big. That's what he says to me. And usually when guys say that, it means what? It means I don't want to work too hard. I'm just over here doing this light stuff, and I don't want to work too hard. He's kind of making excuses for why he's not using heavy-ass weight to the powerlifter dude, the muscular, jacked powerlifter dude over in the squat rack. So he's kind of just a little bit insecure and making excuses why he's not moving heavy-ass weight because he don't want to get too big. Well, here's the thing. You can't get too big as a natural. It's physiologically impossible. It's not going to happen. It will never happen. Anybody that knows natural bodybuilding knows that even the biggest natural bodybuilders compete at barely 180 on stage. A lot of the pros are barely over 180. 180 pounds. That's probably 200 pounds in the off season. Even if you're as big as you can get as a natural, that is not too big. Now, most guys aren't going to get anywhere close to that. That's just the reality. All you need to do is go into gyms and see this reality. Most guys are going to get 10, 12, 15 pounds of muscle shy of this. They ain't going to get anywhere near too big. They're not going to get close to being too big. So this excuse is invalid. This excuse is completely invalid. Even if you work your butt off and get stronger, you're still not going to get too big. The alternative, of course, is to train like this guy, no disrespect, man, and you'll never build any muscle. That's what's going to happen. You're not going to get too big. You'll never build jack shit. That's the issue. That's the issue with these guys, and it's just like when I hear this excuse that I don't want to get too big, it's just a cop-out not to use heavy-ass weight. It's just a cop-out to say, you're over there, Mr. Powerlifter guy, training your ass off with that heavy weight, but I would do that, but I don't want to get too big, Mr. Powerlifter. I don't want to get too big. Even if you did train with heavy-ass weight like Mr. Powerlifter, you're not going to get too big as a natural. That's the bottom line. That excuse needs to die. It's not a reality. So if you're one of these guys that says, I train with heavy weight, but I don't want to get too big. It's like, I just know that if I used a lot of weight like you, that I would probably I would look like Ronnie Coleman in like a week. You just know how it is. You know how it is. I'd eat a steak, I'd train like that. I'd look like Ronnie Coleman in a week. Ain't going to happen. Never going to happen, especially as a natural. So this excuse is invalid. Let's put it to death. Even if you hit the gym and train using heavy-ass weight, you're not going to get close to being too big. You might get 175 ripped, but if you consider that too big, I got nothing for you. So guys, hope this video has been of some help. If you have any questions or comments, hit up my Q&A link below. Post your questions in that Q&A link. I answer every question posted. If you've made it this far in this video and you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do. I would appreciate the support. Check out Huge Gainer. Drop the Pop-Tarts post-workout and use Huge Gainer. It's only $24.99 for 30 servings. 25 grams of protein, 75 grams of carbs. The perfect 3-to-1 carb to protein ratio for post-workout nutrition. And check out my books below. They're inexpensive and worth it. So guys, as always, thanks for watching. Have a great day.